Good morning and welcome back to Mount Pearl, the Smallwood Park Complex here in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland and Labrador. It is Gold Medal Monday on a Thanksgiving Monday holiday here. We have got the gold medal game in the female division between the teams from Manitoba and Ontario. As you see them line up there, Manitoba in the white, Ontario in the blue and black. Manitoba in the white, the green shorts. Two teams coming off exciting, thrilling semifinal wins yesterday. For Manitoba, they played Nova Scotia. They played to a scoreless draw. Game went to penalty kicks, and finally Manitoba came out ahead, and by virtue of that, they are in the gold medal game today. And then in our second semifinal yesterday afternoon, in the driving rain and wind and cold, Ontario played Alberta. That game ended in a 1-1 draw. Again, it went to penalty kicks before they decided it. Ontario came out ahead. Michaelan Bickle, the goalkeeper for Ontario, the star of that, stopping 3 penalty kicks from Alberta, give her team the victory. So we have Ontario and Manitoba in the national championship of the 2014 Sport Check Soccer Canada Under-16 Cup. Skies have cleared somewhat from yesterday, or quite a bit from yesterday. If you were with us then, it was trying conditions, to say the least, for the players. Today, much better. Still windy, cool. It's early in the morning here, of course, 9 o'clock. And if you're up watching the game in Manitoba, well, good early morning to you. 6:30 in the morning in Manitoba, 7:30 in Ontario if you're watching your teams play in this gold medal game. Had an opportunity to watch both of these teams here in Mount Pearl throughout the week. This should be a closely contested match. And we are very pleased to bring it to you here on Bell Alliant Community 1. Just about set to get underway. Again, this is the gold medal. Our second game today, by the way, will be the bronze medal in the male division. Nova Scotia and Manitoba will be in that one as well. So we are underway. 40-minute halves. Carpa over to Vergata. DeCare will go back to get it for Ontario. Ball goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Manitoba. Madeline Como will take the throw-in. Oh, she'll give it to Karina McLennan. Cleared away. This is Hoffman. Lindsay Hoffman knocked out of play by Como. DeCare will take the throw-in. Teams match up well, both with great depth. They'll go through the lineup. You'll see a lot of substitutions, both these teams. And they don't lose much as they change players. This is Hoffman. She was looking for Hannah Chow Stacy. The ball just went out. Chelsea Vanderhooft is the right defender for Manitoba. She'll give it to Jasmine Loti. Headed by Carpa, finds Lamoureux. Pallister heads it out. Lamoureux tries to put it right back in again. Knocked down by Martin. Finally, DeCare will come up with it. Erin DeCare up ahead. Vivier Hannay intercepted that pass. She's got it again. Ball goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Ontario. Vivier Hannay. Ball goes out. Goal kick for Manitoba. Kezia Gazelle There's the goalkeeper to start the game for Manitoba. Through ball was cleared away. It goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Ontario. Just under 3 minutes in to this gold medal game.
Let's go White!
Meadows in the corner, tries to get her cross in. That goes off a couple of heads, cleared away by Vivier Hannay. Ball goes high in the air. Wind will blow that slightly away, headed back in by Hoffman. Now Manitoba clears it with Pallister for Ontario. Over to DeCare. Headed in by Kissel. Vivier Hannay missed on the first clearing attempt. Kissel goes down, play on. Headed by Martin. Pallister. Over to Lantang. That's intercepted, and oh, a huge collision at midfield. Lindsay Hoffman and Jasmine Loti collided. Both girls up quickly.
Come on, White, let's go!
Referee wants the ball moved back for the free kick, which will be given to Manitoba. Vivier Hannay towards goal. That goes well wide. And Michaelan Bickle will go and retrieve it. She will take the goal kick for Ontario. Again, she was the hero of yesterday's game with her goalkeeping in the penalty kicks after both teams were able to just score, or were not able to score at all during regulation, that game against Nova Scotia. Correction, Ontario and Alberta 1-1 tie. The other game was the 0-0 draw. Karpa to Loti, looking for Martin, a little bit too far. Bickle will come out and get it. And while it's not raining, it is still quite windy, as it's been all week here in Mount Pearl. And if you're familiar at all with the Avalon Peninsula area of Newfoundland and Labrador, wind is something you get used to around here. Right on the very eastern seaboard of North America. Atlantic Ocean, just a short distance away. Playing games down at Topsail in Conception Bay South too, and that is right on the coast. Right on the ocean. Here's Kissel for Ontario. To 80, back to Hoffman. Hoffman mishandled it. Taken by Pallister. Looking up ahead for Armstrong. Her kick taken by Gazelle. This is Martin. Pallister wins the ball. Back to Lantang. To Hoffman. Lindsay Hoffman up to Hannah Chow Stacy. She gave it away. This is Lamoureux. Lamoureux. Again, just chips it towards goal. Seven minutes gone by in the opening half. Pallister looking for Kerr. Loti. Back to Como up ahead. Finds Martin. Through ball to Kerr, racing after it. McLennan trying to catch up on the left side. Zakir will just play it out. Be a throw-in for Manitoba. Madeline Como with the throw-in. There's Vergata, back to Como. Played away by 80. Hoffman to Chow Stacy. To Armstrong, up ahead to Hoffman. A good ball on the right side for Kissel. Kissel was looking for Chow Stacy and cleared away by Chelsea Vanderhoof. This is Pallister. Chow Stacy. Good give and go to Pallister. Pallister working around the outside. Finally cleared away by Manitoba.
Go Becca, go hard, go hard.
Hoffman. Back to Lantang. Over to DeKeer. 80. DeKeer. Wide on the right side for Kissel. Kissel cutting in towards the penalty area, where she is met by the Manitoba defenders. Cleared out. This is Lamoureux. To McLennan. Just, no, they do. It goes out now finally. It'll be a throw in Ontario. Discussion on the far side as to whose throwing it is. It will be Ontario's. Hoffman heads it. It's a chance for Lote. Lote, Hoffman, ball goes out. It's going to go to Ontario. Armstrong. Tried to get it to 80, but that's taken by Manitoba up ahead. Too far. Hoffman will go back to get it. Lote's watching her. Difficult ball up ahead. Kept in by Chow Stacy. Good one for Carr. Armstrong. Lote got a foot to it. Taken by Lamoureux. Was looking for Vergata. Taken there by Kissel. Kissel on a run. She's got Armstrong with her, but taken away by Vivier Hannay. Up ahead for Martin to Lamoureux. Cleared up by Lantang. Vergata with a long ball. A little bit too far for McLennan. The ball will go out. It'll be a throw-in for Ontario. Just over 11 minutes gone, the opening half. Throw in Manitoba. Karpa. Long ball through. Nobody there. Be taken by Bickle.
Possession, ladies, possession.
And as expected, really not much difference between these two teams at this point. Possession fairly even. Maybe a slight edge to Ontario at this point, but that may be debatable. Meadows through, got the ball over to Kissel. Her kick goes wide. Saying it went off of a, or may have actually been cleared away by a Manitoba defender. As it's going to be a corner kick for Ontario. This is our first corner of the game.
Let's go, Manitoba!
Be taken by Lindsay Hoffman. Low towards the near post. Cleared away. It's going to be another corner for Ontario. Again, it will be Hoffman. Again, low. This one curling too much. Goes over the end line. Goal kick for Manitoba. Kezia Gazelle. Correction, it's Madison Fordyce in goal for Manitoba. They've used both goalkeepers throughout this week-long tournament. Throw in for Ontario. 14 minutes gone. It's kept in, cleared away by De Silva. Pallister to Lantang. Over to Hoffman. Closing quickly was Loti. Looking up ahead for Martin. A little bit too far for her. Bickle will get it. Good anticipation that by Jasmine Loti. Saw that pass coming across, stepped in there, intercepted it. Pallister. Back to Lantang. Up ahead looking for Chow Stacy. Vanderhoof had a little trouble with it. Chow Stacy trying to make a run down the left side. Vanderhoof has her well marked. Chow Stacy turns to her right foot, keeps going. Good ball ahead for Armstrong. And coming out is Madison Fordyce with some confident keeping and play the ball away. They're going to say the ball went off Chow Stacy, and it is blowing pretty hard up here. And the fans worried for our safety, I think, as our tower rocks a little bit with that gust of wind coming directly at our backs. It's blowing across the field. No real advantage for either team. Como over to McLennan. Finds Martin at midfield. Martin working against Pallister. Ball goes out. It'll be a throw in for Manitoba. Again, it'll go to Manitoba. Madeline Como with the throw-in. Gets it to Adriana Carpa, who plays it back to De Silva. Martin. And Carr. Carr comes away with it for Ontario. Just looking for Kissel. Kissel well marked. Kissel goes down. It'll be free kick Manitoba. Into the penalty area. Latang. Gets it away from Martin. Up ahead. Was looking for Kissel. Taken by Manitoba. A touch a little bit too hard, and Pallister will come away with it. Kissel tried to give it back, but Manitoba regains possession. Carpa to De Silva. That one off Chow Stacy, so Vanderhoof had to come back to get it. Up through the middle. Here's Carpa. Tried to push it through for Martin. Pallister. Read that, or Lantang it was for Ontario, the central defender. Chow Stacy looking for Armstrong. Taken by Hoffman. Vanderhoof. Chow Stacy. Armstrong heads it forward. Madison Fordyce will come out and get it.
Come on, White, let's go!
Martin and Lantang were shoulder to shoulder. Martin for Manitoba. Pushes it over, was looking for McLennan. Pallister comes away with it. Up ahead, good ball there for Emma Meadows. Ball goes out, it'll be a throw in for Ontario. Correction will go to Manitoba. Carpa for Martin. Taken by 80 and Lamoureux. Kissel. Offside flag has gone up. It'll be a kick given to Manitoba. Both these teams without a loss in this tournament. Manitoba started by defeating Yukon 8-0. Pallister back to Lantang. In their second game, they defeated a tough Alberta team 2-1. Then a 1-0 win against Saskatchewan. And as mentioned, a scoreless draw against Nova Scotia in the semifinal yesterday, won in penalty kicks. Similar path to this game by Ontario. They began the same as Manitoba with a 8-0 victory over, in this case over Newfoundland number 2, the Mount Pearl host team, and then they defeated St. John's 3-0, the Newfoundland Labrador representative. And then a close 4-3 victory against British Columbia, and again the semifinal yesterday, a 1-1 draw against Alberta, which they ended up winning in penalty kicks. So neither team with a loss coming into this gold medal game. Throw into Ontario. By the way, that bronze medal game in the female division between Alberta and Nova Scotia will be played out at Topsail Field in Conception Bay South. That game will be at 11 o'clock Newfoundland time. You can catch that one as well on Bella Line Community 1. Ian Chater will have the call of that game. We'll let you know about the male division, their gold and bronze medal games in just a moment.
Go back, go!
This is Lantang. Over to DeKeer. Up ahead for Kissel. Taken there by Lamoureux. Over to Vergata. Meadows. Meadows with a good run. Meadows cleared away, and that goes for naught as Carpa comes up with the ball to Vergata. Through the middle for Martin. Up ahead, and Lantang will get there first. To Hoffman. Up ahead, here's Chow Stacy. Chow Stacy on the left side. Chips it ahead a little bit too far, and Fordyce will come out and play it.
Go, Manitoba! Control the ball, girls!
80. Hoffman. Chow Stacy.
Come on, White, let's turn it on!
Armstrong up ahead for Meadows. Good defending there by Vivier Hannay. Lamoureux to McLennan, who's moved to the right side. Meadows over on the right to Kissel. Mishandled the first pass. The ball goes out. It'll be a throw in Manitoba. You may occasionally hear a whistle in the background. There's another game happening over at the Mount Pearl lower field, which is in the background. It's in the male division. It's one of the seeding games where they play for position. It's not a medal game. There are 3 fields here at the Smallwood complex. We are in the main field, which is Mount Pearl Middle. You check your schedules online. Sierra 80 to DeKeer. Has a little trouble, has to go back to Pallister, to Lantang. 80. Now the wind begins to blow a little bit more left to right as you look at it, so advantage Manitoba right now as far as the wind goes. Meadows. Vivier Hannay with it for Manitoba. Shielding off Meadows nicely. Taken though from outside the box. Ball comes in. Armstrong got a foot on it but couldn't direct it towards goal. Hoffman. Again looking for Sydney Kerr. Hannah Chow Stacy. Cross for Kissel. Ball still loose. Kerr gets to it. Armstrong rather, but offside. No, it was not offside. It was a foul in the penalty area. So the goal will not count. Foul given by the referee in the penalty area before the ball was kicked into the net. That was Armstrong, number 3, who eventually put it in, but wave it off. Ball played all the way down to Michaelan Bickle. Cleared away by Loti. Throw in Ontario. Aaron DeKeer. Off the Manitoba player, so it'll be another throw in for Ontario. 25 and a half minutes gone. The changes will go to Manitoba. Headed forward by Lamoureux, but the ball goes out. Throw in Ontario. Kerr. To Hoffman. To Hannah Chow Stacy. Watched by Vanderhooft. Through ball for Hoffman. Nothing comes of that, and Fordyce plays it out. Manitoba with possession. Good ball ahead for McLennan. Pushes it through. Good one for Martin. Martin on the right. Pallister doing a good job coming across to break that up. Manitoba with possession again. Back to Vivier Hannay. Gabrielle Vivier Hannay. That was taken up ahead. Armstrong just flicks it on. Vanderhoof will turn, put it into touch. It crosses the line. It'll be a throw in for Ontario. Good throw in to Armstrong. Alicia De Silva. Ontario maintain possession. DeCare. Stopped by Loti. DeCare continues on. Long shot on goal. Fordyce no trouble there. Haley Lamoureux. Tried to get it ahead to McLennan. Hoffman read that well, clears it. Out at midfield. Vivier Hannay stepped into it. Lamoureux trying to shield off 80. Over on the left side. The wind will blow it out, and DeCare will make the throw. We've got a substitution, our first of the game, coming out Lindsay Hoffman. Coming in her place will be Alexandra Caputo, number 8. And again, as we've seen Ontario play throughout the week, it's kind of interchangeable parts. Great depth on this team, both teams in fact. Game doesn't change a whole lot as they move players in and out. Lamoureux. Good run through the middle. And stopped there by Lantang with a good defensive play. The central defender for Ontario. Now here's Martin turning on the left foot. Couldn't get a clean shot away, and out comes Bickle sliding. She's got it. The sun peeks through the clouds one more time. Karpa heads it down. DeCare trying to find it. Loti has it for Manitoba. Loti. Through ball for McLennan. It's a good one. McLennan trying to get to it, and Bickle just gets there first. Quick off the mark. Michaelin Bickle read the play. That was a good ball through for McLennan. Meadows for Kissel. Taken away by Como. DeCare got a foot to it, but it goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Manitoba. It's over 30 minutes gone. We are under 10 minutes to go in the opening half. Really no advantage to either team at this point. Manitoba with a little bit of the pressure in the last couple of minutes and a little extra shove. It'll be a free kick to Ontario. So we saw earlier in the week, the ball has to be still as you're taking free kicks and goal kicks, and with the wind, that you see the ball rolling away. They're going to let it play on, as it is virtually impossible to get the ball to stay still. Emma Meadows working against Como. Gets her cross into the box, up to the top of the box. Carr's shot doesn't get through. Cleared away by Manitoba. Martin has it at midfield. She lost it. Pallister's got it. Pallister. Martin. Cut off by Lantang, who stepped up, and Pallister will get it. Up ahead for Kissel. Again, ball moves quickly towards that sideline with the wind pushing that way. We could catch up to it. I think I'll just put an extra hand on our computer monitor here to make sure that doesn't blow over. It's duct taped down to the table, but not enough duct tape in the world with this wind. Regatta couldn't get to it. Sierra 80. Back to Pallister. On the right side for DeKeer. She was looking for Kissel. That was cleared out by Manitoba player, so throw in Ontario. Pallister back to Lentang. Over to Caputo. Caputo watched by McLennan, gets it to 80. Out wide to DeKeer. Into Meadows. Weak shot, and the Ontario player ran into the goalkeeper. That was Armstrong in there trying to get to the loose ball. As Fordyce came out. No foul given, but Fordyce is down. Training staff will come out to tend to her. So with the goalkeeper down for Manitoba, there is concern on their side of the field. Back to her feet and gets a round of applause. She mentioned Canadian Soccer Association, the Mount Pearl Soccer Association would like to thank the following sponsors of the Sport Check National Club Under 16 Cup: Sport Check, Amway Canada, BMO Bank of Montreal, Chevrolet Canada, Garnier Umbrell, Powerade, the Government of Canada, as well as the following local partner, Quick Goal. Again, the attention is on Madison Fordyce, goalkeeper for Manitoba. She came sliding out of the goal to get to the loose ball. Emily Armstrong was in the area looking for it as well. They collided. Again, no foul indicated from the referee. And it looks like Fordyce may be leaving the game. So Madison Fordyce here in this gold medal game, the goalkeeper for Manitoba, is forced to leave with an injury, so a developing storyline there. She will be replaced by number 23, Kezia Gazelle, who I mistakenly had as the starting goalkeeper. I mentioned we're close to the ocean here. It's beginning to feel a bit like we're on a boat up here on the scaffolding as we rock back and forth with the wind. As myself and cameraman Troy exchange anxious looks as we're up here. This thing is rocking back and forth on us. Martin. Cut off by DeKeer. Low tees there. Martin follows up on it. Martin with a good run. Good pass back to Karpa. McLennan begins her run on the right side. The ball comes to Karina McLennan. Caputo trying to chase her down. Here's McLennan. Trying to fend off Caputo. Protecting the ball. Turns. Gets it on her left foot. Back to Karpa. Karpa turns. Into the middle to Vergata. Vergata chips it into the penalty area. There's a kick that's going to go high over the top. Martin with a good try. We said there may have been a slight edge to Ontario early in terms of possession. That has swung around. Manitoba's had the better chances as of late and had the better of the possession, but still not a whole lot to choose between these two. Less than 3 minutes to go in the opening half. Still awaiting our first goal in this gold medal game. Ontario and Manitoba. Teams from Darlington, Ontario, the Darlington Fusion, and out of Winnipeg, the Football Club Northwest. Throw in for Manitoba. Lantang. Be another throw in for Manitoba as again they begin to take over the possession part of the game. The wind will blow that kick out. So Manitoba again with the throw in. Controlled by Ontario. Through the middle. Chow Stacy making a run on the left side. They can't get the ball to her. McLennan up ahead to Lamoureux. Looking for Martin. Pallister is back there. Pallister goes back to Bickle. Bickle with the clearing kick. Taken by Como. Taken away by 80 to Caputo. Up through the middle for Armstrong. Good header by Lamoureux. Over to the far side to Loti. Ball goes out and it will go over to Ontario. Just seconds remaining in regulation. And we'll see how much time will be added. Did have a couple of stoppages. Eighty through the middle, through for Armstrong. No, the flag has gone up offside on the far side. The assistant referee's flag over on the far side has gone up to indicate offside. So twice Ontario has gotten the ball to the back of the goal. First time waved off due to a foul in the penalty area. This time offside. So both goals have been wiped out. We are into added time. Brigada back to Karpa. Looking for McLennan. Back to Karpa. Through ball. Martin's shot goes wide of the goal on the right post. So again, we are into added time here at the end of the first half. Carr clears it out. Armstrong has it. Armstrong. Chelsea Vanderhoof will play it back to Gazelle. Her clearing kick knocked down, played back to the defender. Vivian Hane over to Como. That will go out. Throw in Ontario. Meadows. Over here wide on the left side to Chow Stacy. Watched by Vanderhoof. Chow Stacy couldn't keep it in, and it will be a goal kick for Manitoba. Referee checking her watch. McLennan. Here's Karina McLennan. It's got a little bit of room on the right side. Martin mishandled it, but the whistle goes. First half ends neither team able to score. Ontario with a couple of goals disallowed. A couple of good chances for Manitoba as well as the back and forth battle continues here for the gold medal in the female division of the 2014 Sport-Chek Soccer Canada Under-16 Cup. We are in windy Mount Pearl, Newfoundland and Labrador for this game. We will be back momentarily with the second half here on Bell Aligned Community One, your leader in local sports webcasting throughout Atlantic Canada. Welcome back for the start of the second half of this gold medal game in the female division of the Sport Check 2014 Soccer Canada Under 16 Cup. Again, we are in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland and Labrador, the host community for this week-long event. Game started Wednesday afternoon here in Mount Pearl. This is the final day, Championship Monday, Thanksgiving holiday. So if you're off, enjoying the turkey hangover from yesterday, watching the games early in both Manitoba and Ontario, just before 10 o'clock here in Newfoundland and Labrador. No score between these two teams, Ontario and Manitoba. Ontario did have 2 goals disallowed in the opening half. One on a foul in the penalty area. The second one, the offside flag went up. So, nothing on the books as we continue here in this gold medal competition. Another game coming up for you shortly on Bell Alliance Community 1 from Mount Pearl. Following this one will be the boys bronze medal game. That was number 7, Kelsey Chemelinsky for Manitoba into the game. Trying to make a run on the right side. Probably see a few new players. Play on. And that is a new player for Ontario. That is Sabrina Persad, number 22. Also out there now on the left side. Look over there, number 25, Sarah Norman Minnis. And it has been typical of that all week as teams change a number of their players at halftime. We'll get the Manitoba ones as they come up. Here is Persad. Looking for Kissel. Getting back there first, though, is Alicia De Silva. She is the central defender for Manitoba. Erin DeKeer, the throw in. Headed away, it'll be a goal kick for Manitoba. Still in goal for Manitoba is Kezia Gazelle. And that's another story from the first half. The starting goalkeeper for Manitoba, Madison Fordyce, forced to leave the game after a collision in the 6-meter box as she collided with Emily Armstrong of Ontario. Forced to leave the game, so Gazelle has taken over. Lamoureux for Como, looking for Chemelinsky. It's number 12, Foot, another substitute for Ontario. She's got the ball up ahead for Meadows. Meadows couldn't move it forward. Finally taken by Lodi. She gave it away to DeKeer. DeKeer was looking for Meadows. Meadows didn't seem quite ready for it. Comes down. Here's a chance. Shot on goal. Blocked. Cleared away. Kissel with the chance. And Ontario starting with the early pressure here in the second half. Caputo moves up. And the ball is cleared. That'll go out. Just under 4 minutes gone in the second half. Pallister gets around Chemelinsky. Over to Caputo. Up to Norman Minnis. Chip through. Foot has it. Foot to Kissel. Back wide to Foot. That was taken by De Silva, but gave it away to Caputo. Pallister. Ball came through to Kissel, taking off her foot as she turned, and coming out is Gazelle. It's Kristen Thompson, another substitute for Ontario. So they've made a number of substitutions here to start the second half. It's Giordana Nocita, substitute for Manitoba on the right side. Foot to Norman Minnis. Cleared out by Manitoba. Caputo heads it down. Looking for foot. Taken by Chemalinsky. Controlled by Ontario. Kissel won by Vivier Hannay. Ball goes out. Throw in for Manitoba. Six minutes into the second half. Still no score. Kissel's crossing attempt was blocked. Goes out. Caputo will take the throw in. Karpa got a foot on it. Cleared out. Chemalinsky moves it along. Caputo for Ontario. Back to Pallister. Pallister begins her run through the middle. Good ball through. Here's a run for Kissel. Coming out, though, is Gazelle. Just a little bit out of the reach of Rhiannon Kissel. Taken by Lamoureux. She was looking for Chemalinsky. Taken by Foot for Ontario. Back to Caputo. Up to Norman Minnis. Foot is in there. Pallister. Good read there by Como. Up ahead. Taken by DeKeer. Over to Persad. Vivier Hannay. Karpa. Loti. Jasmine Lodi up through the middle to Lamoureux. Tried to give it back. Lodi tracks it down on the far side. Got it to Nocita. Lamoureux was looking for Karpa. Still controlled by Manitoba. Good control right now. Haley Ward. DeKeer gets there first. Ball goes out. Will be throw in Ontario. Put out, throw in Manitoba. Como to Ward. Was looking for Karpa. Put out. Throw in for Manitoba. Ball just kept in by DeKeer. Good work. Como steps up. She pushed off by Persad. Ball is put out. Another throw in for Manitoba is now Manitoba maintaining bit of control. First part of the second half belonged to Ontario, and Manitoba fighting back. Loti. Taken by Caputo. She lost it. Vanderhoof. Headed by McLennan and just goes wide. A good ball coming in from Chelsea Vanderhoof. McLennan got a head on it, but just pushed it wide of the left post. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Reminder again, it's 40-minute halves. Lynn pushing that back. De Silva goes back. Kissel's on her, so De Silva has to just get rid of it. It will be a throw-in for Ontario. For Ontario. Corner kick coming up for Ontario. They had two corner kicks in the first half, none yet for Manitoba. Here's the corner, high one into the penalty area. It's a goal for Ontario. I don't think anybody touched it. The goal credited to Caputo. Took the corner, as I thought it wasn't touched. So 1-0 Ontario. And that may be partly attributable to the wind advantage, which now is in working for Ontario as the wind is blowing left to right. As the corner came in, the wind was pushing it towards the goal. It was a high corner kick and just curved in towards the goal. Keeper Gazelle couldn't get to it, and 1-0 Ontario here in this gold medal game. They finally get one to count. So now Manitoba needs to push back. Free kick here will be taken by Vivier Hene. High into the penalty area. Lamoureux turns. Her kick goes high and out of play. So Alexandra Caputo, the only goal in the game so far. Still 26 minutes to go in this one. So a lot of time left. Referees chat with Kristen Thompson. This will be free kick, Manitoba. No. Not sure. This discussion continues. Play was stopped because of the injury to Thompson, then got up, so they'll play it back to Ontario. Cleared away by Lantang. Chemelinsky looking for it in the corner, saves it. Ball comes into the penalty area. Headed away. Controlled by Chemelinsky. Chemelinsky's cross comes in. Cleared away. Manitoba maintained possession. Back in again. Pallister, a little bit of trouble with it. Now it's cleared out. Meadows. She can move on it. Thompson steps up, clears it down, and Zell waits for it to reach her. Her high kick into the wind now. We mentioned in the first half the wind was blowing directly across the field. No advantage to anybody. It has swung slightly now left to right. And I believe it was definitely a factor in that corner kick that made its way to the back of the net. Pallister, right up through the middle, but too many defenders there. Ran right into Lamoureux, who takes it. And she ran into Lantang. Suddenly things get a little bunched up in midfield. Haven't seen much of that in this game. Meadows. Meadows trying to get around to Silva. She does. Meadows stopped as she crossed into the penalty area. Nocita. Controlled by Caputo. Lodi got a foot to it. Karpa has it. Back to Vanderhooft. Up to Chemelinsky. And the ball rolls out. Throw-in will belong to Ontario. Caputo, the throw-in. Played out. Now this will be, I believe, the referee has indicated, and yes, it will be another corner. No, she changed her mind. Caputo thought it was a corner, started to put the ball down. Referee says no, it's just a throw-in. Norman Minnis back to Caputo. Caputo puts it towards goal. Persad had a chance. Couldn't get the ball to settle for her. But this time it is a corner kick. For Ontario. DeKeer. Low to the near post. Controlled by Thompson. Thompson. To DeKeer. Chipped in towards goal. Gazelle has it. Pallister will get there first for Ontario. Pallister turns as far as midfield. Persad is looking for Kissel. The ball goes out. Back to Gazelle. Thompson, back to Pallister. DeKeer. Up ahead to Kissel. Foot trying to get to it, taken away by Loti. Jasmine Loti. Pressure by Chemelinsky on Pallister. Pallister gets it up to DeKeer. Gets around Ward. Was looking for Foot. Como and Foot battle for it at midfield. Lamaray comes in to help out. Finally cleared. Chemelinsky. Pallister has it back to Lantang. Over to Caputo. A little bit too far for her. Norma Minnis gets it. Gives it to Caputo. To Silva. Her kick goes out. Throw in for Ontario. 21 minutes have elapsed in the second half. Just the one goal on the board. That coming off a corner taken by Alexandra Caputo. We have a substitution for Manitoba. Giordana Nocita coming out and Karina McLennan coming back into the game. Lamaray. Intercepted by Caputo. Foot. Good job by Jasmine Lodi. Take the ball away. To McLennan. Ball goes out. Throw in for Manitoba. Lamaray. That hit Foot. Back to Karpa. Karpa and Thompson got there just ahead of the strike by Karpa. It'll be a kick for Ontario just outside the penalty area. Karpa was winding up and Thompson got there just ahead of the strike by Adriana Karpa and cleared it away. Thompson at midfield, back to Pallister. Headed away. Kick to Ontario. Pallister will take it. Alicia Pallister. Bounced over Persad. Como clears it. Thompson heads it to DeKeer. Tries to give it back to Thompson. A collision there, and Thompson, the push. Just a talking to from the referee. No card. Vivier Hannay up ahead looking for McLennan. McLennan's got it. Karina McLennan. Watched by Lantang. On the far corner. Good move by McLennan. She's got herself free. Ball comes into the penalty area. Cleared out. Pallister clears it. Vivier Hannay steps up and has it back for Manitoba. Taken by DeKeer. Aaron DeKeer. Meadows to Norman Minnis. Tried to get it through for foot. Norman Minnis still working her way through. Finally taken by Manitoba. Back to Gazelle. Her clearing kick was a short one. Helped a little further down the field though. Headed away, Chemalinsky. Chemalinsky all alone on the run, fanned on it. Her kick, taken by DeKeer. Loti. Over on the left side for Haley Ward. Ward. Pallister. Aggressive defending. Stepped up. Cleared it away. Meadows. Persad. Back to DeKeer. Ball through. Taken by Vivier Hane to Como. And DeKeer is down on one knee for Ontario. Looks like she's having trouble catching her breath. I don't know if she had the wind knocked out of her. Training staff will come out to check on Erin DeKeer. Looks like we will get a substitution, a couple of substitutions coming in. DeKeer will come out. Coming in is number 13, Lindsay Hoffman. She will replace Erin DeKeer. Got some other changes too. Number 14, Kristen Thompson will go out. Sierra 80, I believe, is coming back in. There comes 80. Chemalinsky going out for Manitoba. She'll be replaced by Nikki Neudorf. Well, this will likely result in some additional time. Ontario will give the ball to Manitoba as the play was stopped due to an injury to a Ontario player. Hoffman stole it. Hannah Chow Stacy's shot is a weak one. Rolls wide of the goal. "12 minutes plus any added time left in this game now." Loti, taken by Chow Stacy. Kick towards goal and a save by Gazelle. It was Emma Meadows for Ontario. That'll result in another corner. This one will be taken by Caputo as well. So Alexandra Caputo, the corner. Again, it's a high one towards the goal. It's in the penalty area, headed away by Vivier Hane. Caputo again lofts it towards the goal, and more trouble. Ball is loose. Foul has been given as the goalkeeper was knocked down. No goal. Gazelle looking to be a little bit shaken up on that. And she has to shake that off. Another great chance as Caputo put the ball high towards goal. Meadows was there, but the ruling was that she had bumped the goalkeeper, so no goal. Back comes Ontario again, and a hard takedown. This is going to be a kick from just outside the penalty box. maybe about 10 meters outside. The referee will pace it off and move the wall back just at the edge of the 20-meter box. So an opportunity here for Ontario. Hard strike towards goal and just cleared away on a good save by Kezia Gazelle. Hard strike from Lindsay Hoffman. Will result in another corner. That ball was destined for that left corner of the goal. But Kezia Gazelle dove across to her left. Low corner, high in the air, cleared back. Hoffman again puts it in towards goal. Gazelle comes out. So a couple of more chances for Ontario. Unable to capitalize. The ball goes out over on the far sideline. A throw in for Ontario. Caputo to take it. Under 10 minutes, under 9 minutes now left in regulation time. Plus any added time. Persad on the right side for Ontario. Viviane closes quickly. The ball goes out. Throw in to Ontario. They're inside 8 minutes in regulation. For the throw-in can be made, we get a substitution for Manitoba. Haley Ward will come out. Chantel Reese is going to come in. A couple of changes. Lamoureux also, I thought Lamoureux was coming out as well. She was headed over there. Haley Ward comes out, Reese comes in. That'll be it. Now here's the throw in. Headed away. 80 looking for it. Her kick goes wide. Goal kick for Manitoba. Now we will get another substitution for Ontario. Persad will come out. Coming back in is Sydney Carr. So Sabrina Persad has gone to the bench. Sydney Carr back onto the field. And this is Carr. Carr on the right side for Kissel. Kissel on the left foot, puts it towards goal, cleared away. Now we have a race. Newdorf trying to get to it. Hoffman. Pallister got it back to Hoffman. Up ahead for Carr. Wide for Kissel. Kissel in towards goal. Gazelle up on the right side. McLennan was looking for Lamoureux, but Caputo read it perfectly. Chow Stacy trying to track it down on the far side. She can. It'll be a throw in for Ontario. as we approach 5 minutes remaining in regulation time. It'll be a throw-in again for Ontario. We are now under 5 minutes. We'll keep you up to date on the clock now as time winds down. Our on-screen clock has not been working here in Mount Pearl all week, so we will do it verbally. 4.5 to go. Lamoureux trying to save it, but the ball goes out. It'll go back over to Ontario again. Time running down on the team from Manitoba, out of Winnipeg Football Club Northwest. Northeast, rather. Four minutes left. Caputo to take the throw. He's not in a hurry. Cleared away. Carpa. Again, it just goes into touch, and it'll be another throw in for Ontario. 3.5 left. Carpa clears it. They need to do more than just defend right now, which is what they're being forced to do. But very little possession in the Ontario end of the field. Another throw in. All this is just wasting time for Manitoba to the advantage of Ontario. 3 minutes remaining. Manitoba has a try and find a way to get upfield. Lamoureux. She got around Lantang, and here comes Lamoureux with a good run. Lamoureux working on Lantang. Turns, gets it on her left foot, into the penalty area. Cross, cleared away. Manitoba get to it first. Here's a chance. Newdorf. Bickle. And some pressure there from Manitoba as they pushed upfield. Good clearing kick by Bickle. It goes all the way back to the far corner where Vanderhoof couldn't get it, and it'll be a throw in Ontario. 2 minutes remaining. Time ticking down in this gold medal game of the national championship. The under 16 cup. It's the club championship. Right now, the Darlington Fusion out of Ontario leading 1-0 on a corner kick from Alexandra Caputo that found its way to the back of the net. Throw-in wasn't done properly. It'll go over to Manitoba. 1.5 minutes left. Again, won by Ontario. Kerr content to just kill time down in that far corner. Throw in one by McLennan. 1 minute left. And then we will get an indication of how much added time there will be. There were a couple of stoppages during the second half, so likely be a few minutes added. Manitoba will get the throw in. 30 seconds left in regulation. Ball goes out. Again, throw in Ontario. Just the one offensive rush from Manitoba in the last 10 or 15 minutes of this game. Came just a moment ago. And they need another one just like that. And they need to somehow find a scoring opportunity. They have been sparse. And a Chow Stacy cleared away. Close quarters down there at the edge of the penalty box. Meadows looking for it. Finally cleared out. Race for the ball. Kissel will get there first for Ontario. Kissel, she gets pushed, and it's going to be a free kick for Ontario. And we are at the end of regulation. So we are into added time. Not see the indication of how much time will be added. Usually they'll put it up over on the far side. Did not see the amount of added time go up. But 80 minutes have been played. It's now in the hands of the referee. Ball down in the far corner, put out. Throw in Ontario, and they just have not given Manitoba any chance to get any kind of offense going at all. And then they just hold the ball down the corner, shoved over. Hoffman would have been content to just stand there until the final whistle went. And again, they just kill time down in that corner. Manitoba can't get to the ball. A little too aggressive on the pushing. Again, it'll belong to Ontario. It's a corner kick, but I think they're just going to be quite happy to leave it down in that corner and try and prevent Manitoba from getting at it. There they are again. They'll just put the ball in the corner. There's a big shove in the back. That's going to get a yellow. I understand the frustration. All Ontario are doing is taking that corner kick and then just leaving the ball right in that corner, not giving Manitoba any opportunity to get possession. And here we go again. Passed at that player, put a foot on it in the corner, shove again. This is got to be very frustrating for Manitoba. But an effective way to kill the time. And there it is again. Same play. And it looks more like a rugby scrum right now. Referee had enough of that. He's going to give it to Manitoba. Just let's get going. Let's play. Here's Lamoureux. One last chance maybe for Manitoba. One last run. Madeline Lamoureux. Across. Vivier Hannay. That kick into the wind. Comes down at the feet of Neudorf. Lamoureux. That hit Neudorf. And it cleared down again by Ontario. Time running out. Gazelle. Her kick. Up at midfield. Taken there by Vanderhoof. Just go back to the goalkeeper. Not much time remaining. Manitoba has to push forward. That's intercepted at midfield. Meadows on the outside. Down to Kissel. Como working for the ball. Ball goes out. Goal kick for Manitoba. Referee checking her watch. Headed away. Very little time left now. Vivier Hannay up at midfield. That hit Lamoureux. She went down. Up again. Karpa. Reese couldn't move it. Pallister clears it. The whistle goes. It is all over. It is a final. Your national champions for 2014 in the Under-16 Cup, the Darlington Fusion from Ontario in a hard-fought 1-0 victory. full credit to Ontario. They controlled almost the entire second half, had a number of chances, had 3 times they had the goal or the ball put in the back of the net, had a call back. The one that counted, the corner kick from Alexandra Caputo. So that is your final. 1-0 for Ontario. It has been our pleasure to bring you this gold medal game here on Bella Line Community 1. On this very windy Thanksgiving morning in Mount Pearl. If you want to check out the bronze medal game in the female division, that'll be coming up in just a half an hour from now. That'll be played over in Topsail, on Topsail Field in Conception Bay South. That one is also available on Bella Line Community 1. Ian Chater will have the call of that game. Teams line up at midfield to shake hands. A disappointed Manitoba squad, no doubt. Always tough to lose a gold medal game. Well, they had themselves a terrific tournament. This is the only game they lost, 1-0 to Ontario. Ontario looked strong all the way through this one. And to be fair, they were the better team here today. They controlled the ball. They certainly had a big advantage in terms of possession, especially in the second half. The first half, a little more even. Second half, controlled by Ontario, and they come away with the victory. And a bit of a strange goal, a corner kick that found its way to the back of the net as Caputo curled it towards the net. It was a high one that got over the hands of the goalkeeper. So congratulations to the Darlington Fusion out of Ontario. They are the national champions for 2014. We will take a break in our coverage now. We will be back in 1 hour with the bronze medal game in the male division. Manitoba versus Nova Scotia in that one. So Manitoba get a silver medal in the female division. We'll see if they can get a bronze in the male. They'll go up against a team out of Halifax. As the cheer goes up from the young ladies from Ontario as they make their way off the field. Congratulations to them. As I say, we'll be back in an hour with the male bronze medal game. Thanks for watching here on Bella Line Community 1, your leader in local sports webcasting in Atlantic Canada.